Hey, what's up guys? Today in this video, we are going to look at how we can start implementing this filter on this homepage. So far what we have done is created the component, and at first we created that inside our storybook project. Then from there we took that component, implemented inside our storefront, and now what I have in place is the first basic implementation where if I let's just say click on one particular category like footwear, and if I click on apply filter, I'm getting the data which is a list of products which belong to that particular category. So for example, these are all footwears which I can see coming from the storefront, rather the admin. Okay, and now if I click on something else, for example, instead of footwear, I do electronics, right? And let me close this out, come over here and apply filter. What it is doing is again making a GraphQL query, and this time it found 11 items. So if you see the previous one, it fetched 6, whereas the new product data over here has 11 items, and all of them are electronics, right? So in this video, we will see how we are structuring our component so that the apply filter is able to propagate the IDs which have been filtered, or rather which have been selected inside the facets, and then tell the page that this is something which has happened right from by the user on the filter page, and then based on that the filter page, rather this page, will get the new product list and update itself. So let's get started. So the first thing which I have done over here is, if I come to my home page, right, let me close out everything. There are about 5 files which we need to go through. The first thing is obviously the index.php. Okay, let me open that up as this, right? So in here, the first thing which I have done is, where is my sidebar, right? So the sidebar component now sends, is receiving a prop, which is handle filter, and the handle filter is nothing but a function which I am passing from this page. And this is the function where the meat of the things are happening. This function is responsible to fire 2 queries. 2 GraphQL queries get fired. First time, what it is doing is it is running a query which is search product IDs by the facet IDs. I'll show you how that thing works inside the query first. So let me go inside the playground, the GraphQL. So what happens is there is a search query where I can send the facet value IDs. The facet value IDs are nothing but the things which are selected over here. For example, electronics is 1, computers maybe it is 3. So the first console that you see is the IDs which are passed to this particular GraphQL query. So if I do 1, 2, right, I will get all the products. However, you can see because this query returns the variants, I felt that is something which is a little different compared to my storefront. So what I am doing is I'm taking these product IDs. These are nothing but the product ID, right? So I'm taking that, and then I am running a second query, which is the products listing query, but with the filter option in it, right? So if you see, I have product options, filter, IDs in. So if I try one more ID over here, for example, if I do 3, it gives me laptop and wireless optical mouse. So this is the in query which I am using in the second place. So let's just walk through it. Rather, first let me show you the component, and then we can get into the details. Sorry, stay with me, right? So sidebar, what is it doing? It is getting this prop, which is a function, right? I have destructured it over here, and when the apply filter is getting called, which you must have seen in my previous videos, but still I will show you what it is doing. Is when the filters are applied, right? Where is my item? Right. Handle click. On handle click, this handle filter item click is getting called. What it does is it either adds it to the existing list of filtered items, right? Or it removes it. Okay. And then finally, we set that as the state variable. This is our state. And with that change, what we are doing is whenever this thing is updated using the on apply filter, we are sending the data back to the previous component, which is to the sidebar, right? And now the sidebar obviously is sending it back to the page component. Now, yes, I understand that this is getting a little tricky. This is where something like a Redux or maybe even context API would come into picture, but I still feel that these are two components, and the sidebar will always rely on this. So far, I feel that this level of complexity is still fine. Okay. So the sidebar understood that the filters have been applied, and so on apply filter, it is calling the function which is coming through our props. And because of that, what is happening is our page component understands that we received the list of items which have been selected. Okay. So to GraphQL queries over here, I'm using the lazy query because I will be firing them when an event is happening. Okay. The API is almost similar. The only thing is you can destructure the function which is available from that query. So the first thing which I'm doing is obviously once I get so let us try to comment these things out and see this in action one by one. So this function is getting called when apply filter is happening, and what I'm doing is I am putting the IDs, which is an array of numbers, right, in this new array. So when I apply filter, it tells me that 1 and 2 are selected. Why? Because electronics and computers are selected. If I do Apple, apply filter, 1, 2, and 3 is applied. Fair enough. If I try this one, let's see. Right, 40. And if I remove it, it updates itself. Right? This is something which we have already done. Now, with this data, what I'm doing is I'm firing my first query, which is this search facet. So come over here and query data. How am I getting it? This is my search product query. So let's see what is inside the query. So this query takes IDs, which is an array of IDs. Okay, it runs the search query with input facet IDs, which is this array of IDs, right? I'm returning the total items and the items with the product ID, which is aliased as ID. Okay, you can do this. What was happening is here I was getting product ID, but I felt this is a little more easy for me to understand. Okay, so the search product query returns a list of IDs. That's something which we understand so far. So let's try and run that apply filter button again. IDs, and then I have new product IDs. This is the search result. So inside the search result item is something which I have. And can you see this is nothing but the product IDs, but as you can see, this is repeating. Okay, 1 is coming 4 times. I think that's because it has 4 variants. Then we have product ID 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. But when we want to get the final product list, obviously we want this to be unique. So what we are doing is once we get that, we run this filter is creating a new constant called unique result. Okay, which is nothing but an array of ID. Okay, it also has the type string, but type name, which is of type string, I haven't defined it because anyways it is not necessary. You I mean, we can actually, why don't we rather do that? So type name is of type string. Okay. So I'm expecting an array of this type when I filter, and this basically what it is doing is it is iterating through each items inside the query result, and it is giving me the unique set. So if I now run this apply filter, you will see first I got the IDs, then the new product IDs, and then unique result is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is nothing but the unique version of the search item. So 25 got reduced to 11, correct? So far so good. So now once I have this unique list of IDs inside this, what I did, I ran a map function and I got this final list of product IDs, because in the end I want to execute the second query, not mutation but query, which is filter product query. Now this is right now giving me only the name and the ID of that product, but finally I will run the same query which is running on the home page, right, which is this fetch products kind of a query, right, with all the parameters. But right now this query is expecting IDs, which is an array of string, and then I pass that IDs to this product where option take 10. I think I can get rid of this. I don't need this 10 over here. I need the entire list. Okay, filter ID where IDs are in this, and then I run. Okay, so this was 11, right? Let me again filter it. Maybe it will give me results more than, no, these are 11. Okay, so fine. With this thing in place, where is my query? Right, so I got this list of IDs, right, as an array of string, and then I run my second GraphQL query. I'm saying new product data equals await get products. Get products is the function which I'm destructuring from use lazy query, right? And I'm sending variables where IDs, which we saw that it is expecting IDs, right? So IDs is product IDs. Okay. And once that is done, if I console the new product data, clear everything out, new product data is nothing but a GraphQL result where it has products, it has 11 items. Why 11 items? Because we have 11 product IDs. Let's try and only, so I'll reset and only look for Apple products. Let's see what are the different Apple products that we have. We have only 2. Laptop and tablet. Similarly, if I look for only Logitech, come over here, apply filter, it has only 1 product. I think this is the Logitech mouse, if I'm not wrong. Wireless optical mouse, yes. So this is the Logitech wireless optical mouse, which I would ideally get as the search result. So what I am basically trying to show you here is how we were able to get the interactions in place. So basically I have these 2 queries which are helping me get the final list of products when a filter is applied, right? The filter is running this query which is giving me a list of product IDs, and then I kind of iterate through each result and get the unique set of product IDs, because in the end what I'm interested in is a unique set of product IDs, right? And then I run my second query which is fetch, which is getting me the query result by sending the IDs and saying, okay, please give me this unique set of products. And yes, so in the next video what we will do is, using this data, right, we will see how we can use fragment to use the exact query which is running on the page, and use that fragment to get the same data again on click of that button, so that this page data is updated with this new result set and we don't duplicate our query as well. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's how the filter is making sense now. It is able to query the data, give us the fresh result, and in the upcoming video I will try to update this result as well. So if you like this video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.